The dream nearly came true. As two of the largest communist parties of Nepal, the Communist Party of Nepal unified Marxist-Leninist and the Communist Party of Nepal Maoist Center, they announced the dissolution of their individual existence and formed one Communist Party of Nepal. The Communist Party of Nepal will have an almost two-thirds majority in the parliament and the governments in 6 of the 7 provinces. Communist unity was a promise that the Prime Minister and the UML chief KP Oli and the Maoist chief Pushpakumar Dahal had made in early October last year, while announcing their pre-poll alliance. The two parties swept the polls, both at the center and in the provinces, and subsequently they formed a government. The two parties have a history. They were not just the political rivals, but have been sworn enemies during the insurgency year. The CP and UML had demanded deployment of the army against the rebels, and the Maoists had targeted and killed a large number of UML cadres and supporters, accusing them of being the class enemies. Politics, however, makes for strange bedfellows. It is believed that the biggest concession the UML offered to the Maoists was that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which was formed for giving justice to the victims of the Maoist violence, and this Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which was in existence for the past 3 years, it was rendered powerless, with the Maoists now not having to worry about any cases. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission is made by every nation which passes through a civil war. In accordance with this commission, which is also operating in Sri Lanka because of the Sinhala's violence with the Tamilians, and the one which is operating in Nepal, here the promises are made for the justice to the victims of the civil war. But one of the most important things that demand that the Maoist Communist Center wanted, and the CPN UML, they gave, is now that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission will be dissolved and no more justice will be given to the people of the civil war. The unification of the two parties, they said, is the Nepal's journey towards prosperity and stability. And he said it will demoralize the main opposition, the Nepali Congress. The fears of the opposition are not unfounded. Not only is the opposition weak and demoralized, the judiciary is neither free nor fair. It has demonstrated that servility towards the legislature and executive in the recent years. The judiciary is giving decision in accordance with what the executives they want. The absence of accountability in the governance has become the norm, and a very demoralized civil administration provides the best conditions for the growth of authoritarianism and totalitarianism. Slowly, this case is also seeming to emerge in India. There is judiciary which is biased, it is not free nor fair. They act in accordance with the executive in Nepal. The opposition is very weak and demoralized. There is an absence of accountability in the governance. And the civil administration, civil servants, they are nothing but the servants of the executive. These conditions are creating growth of authoritarianism and totalitarianism. The most important thing for a democracy to survive is an effective opposition. The unification took place a week after Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Kathmandu. Understandably, India was not in favor of the Communist Party, as it may give China a much more powerful and trustworthy government in Nepal, because all the communists, they have a bias towards China. In fact, a senior Indian diplomat who had played a key role in bringing the Maoists to the center stage of the Nepali politics 12 years ago, is believed to have advised Pushpakumar Dahal against the merger. India warned Dahal that it would reduce the Maoists to a non-entity and that the international community, including India, would be happy dealing solely with the Oli. And Dahal, Pushpa Kumar Dahal, who also has a backing of Madhesis, he will be reduced to a non-entity, and if he reduces to a non-entity, then the Madhesis, they will never find an effective voice in the Nepalese politics. For the European Union, the unification of the two parties left parties guarantees secularism, implying the right to conversion was given, being irreversibly placed in the statute. So when the recent visit of Narendra Modi was there, he displayed a very Hindu face there, and a common pledge by the two prime ministers was taken to promote culture and religion. Initially, they wanted to link the Buddhist and the Ramayana circuits. And this linking is being seen as Nepal pursuing a Hindu agenda. Although the European Union may not be happy over the likely death of the transitional justice system and the neutralization of truth and reconciliation process, the European Union may not be happy. But the promise of Nepal continuing as a secular republic will be a bigger respite for the European Union. Tactically or genuinely, Narendra Modi appeared more a devout Hindu than a prime minister of a powerful country during his visit to Nepal.